Greetings to readers, viewers, and listeners, and welcome to this next edition of the Hot Take from the Autistic Superblog. And yes, it is the Autistic Superblog speaking on Autistic Speaking Day, which is November 1st. As you all know, I am autistic, and I am very proud of it. I am very proud of the connections I have. I'm very proud of the poems I've created. I'm very proud of the book that I have. That I'll share with you down in the description below. But I'm also very proud of the impact I've been able to make because of my autism. I want to just explain just right out of the gate. I mean, this is something that I wanted to record before, but with everything going on in my life, COVID shot and all that stuff, I wanted to make sure I was in best shape to say it. But I just want to talk to all my fellow Spectrumites out there who feel like who feel like less than or feel like they have to hide their autism from the community. You don't need to. I mean, there are a lot of tribes out there in the community in the autism community, and really there are people that are there to really help you understand that you matter, that you that your voice matters, your story matters, your art matters, your music matters, whatever you do, that it matters. If nothing else, it matters to you. Um, Bit of a personal story here, but 3 years ago, on Thanksgiving of 2022, I know I mentioned it's 2 or 3 years ago, but I'll say 3 years. But 2 or 3 years ago, on Thanksgiving, I was dealing with autistic burnout, in and I say this without shame to anyone who's I say this without shame to anyone. It was one of the scariest experiences of my life. Like, to know that the lights were on and no one was home. To know that there were people. To know that I couldn't do everything. To know that I couldn't overcome any obstacle. I mean, I could overcome obstacles, but at that time, I felt like if you guys have ever seen Back to the Future Part 3, I felt like that train going down in the finale, and or even the Titanic when the electricians try to keep the lights on in Titanic, and then when it gets electrocuted and the lights go off. That's how I felt 2 years ago. And again, I'll say it was one of the scariest experiences in my entire life. It made me realize that things had to change for the better, and they have changed for the better. And I want to just thank not only the Arkman Hudson. I not only want to thank the Global and Regional Autism Syndrome Partnership, of which I am a member of, just for the record, um, or grasp.org if you want to check it out. I'll put in the link below. But I want to thank the Arkman Hudson and Grasp for really helping me through this. And I also want to thank my not only you all, dear readers and viewers and listeners, but I also want to thank so many different friends. Um, I have very, I have a lot of acquaintances in my life. People that know me from my mom, from my parents, from where I used to, from where I used to live. Um, and I have artist friends too. People that know me as an artist. People that know me as someone special. Someone that people that treat me like an equal. And I can't name them all, but I'll just mention a couple of them to you guys. Um, Mikhail Horowitz, Mike Chacon, Gina McKean, Phil Levine, just wonderful artists that I cannot say anything bad about. The late Carol Zaloom, God rest his soul. The late Larry Burke, obviously I have to mention him. Um, and he was actually the one that actually got me to use my poetry as my voice, to use to use my poetry to make it feel like my art, that my poetry and my autism can work together, and they have. It has definitely in the best possible way. So I cannot go any further without mentioning him. And I've got so many other friends. I won't mention them all, probably because of HIPAA reasons, or I don't want to blow their privacy or anything like that. But if you're listening to this, and I've mentioned, and I consider you my friend, one of my closest friends, you know who you are. And I wanted to say thank you. Thank you so very much for all you all do to make me see the better side of myself. Um, of course, I want to mention my friends and family. Um, and there was one person I mentioned before, but I'll mention him again. Joe DeFino Jr., one of the greatest teachers I've ever known. And I consider him my spiritual advisor on things like this. Um, but that I just want to say that I have my friends because of my autism, and I have my friends because they see beyond like the social anxiety. They see through they see through the facade, and when I see them either at work or when I text them, I realize that if they're checking up on me, that they're only there because they care. And again, I just want to say, not only to you all, dear readers and viewers and listeners, but also to my dear friends out there, thank you so much for all you do. Um, there's one in particular I want to talk to. She's the president for GRASP, Kate Palmer. Um, and there are so many other people behind the scenes that really have helped me out in helping me see the better part of myself, even when I can't see it, even when things like I'm dealing with depression, anxiety. It's those friends that really like make me realize just how valuable I am. If not, if not to myself, then to them. And I just want to say thank you. And I know I'm almost close to tears, but I want this to be my speech, my impromptu speech, to kind of let everyone know that's suffering right now, that feels like that feels down on themselves, that feels low on themselves, that want to have a pity party. Have it if you want, but don't be afraid to pick yourself up off the floor and realize that you matter. Realize that your opinion matters. That who you are matters. If not to your friends and your family, then to yourself. Never forget that. And just know you have a tribe that's waiting for you. They can't wait to they can't wait to be around you and get to know the real you. I just hope you stay strong on this one. I know I say this a lot, but I feel like it's important. I mean, it's important for us to not forget where we came from and not forget Willowbrook or the institutions of the past, but it's also important for us to look forward to the future. And that's one of the greatest things I could think of to say right now. And I know this is kind of hard for me to say because I have trouble with it too. It's hard for you to look at the past as something that anchors you. But it's tough. It's tough when all the things that you thought were good in the past only have hurt you in the present. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can either be bitter or you can be better. And I want all of us, myself included, to choose to be better. To be better people, to be better individuals, to be better friends, and a better community to each other. So that's going to be my rah-rah speech for Autism Speaking Day. So if you like these videos, please check me out here on the Autistic Superblog, WordPress.com. I'll leave a I'll leave a description of the charities that I've been talking about in the description, as well as my book. So if you like them, please check me out. Check me out here on the Autistic Super channel on YouTube. You can check out all my videos on the Autistic Superblog, WordPress.com. Until next time, dear readers and viewers and listeners, and especially fellow Spectrumites, stay safe, stay strong, and as always, shine on.